Hello everyone and welcome back to another coin history video. In today's video we're going to be talking about the 2004 and 2005 nickels because they have different reverses, so let's get into it. Alright, so to start things off I wanted to talk about why these coins have different reverses than the typical reverse, which let me just show you the typical reverse. This is the average reverse that you'll see besides this D mint mark here. This is a 1940 nickel. Now the mint marks are on the front next to the year instead of on the back. So let's talk about why these nickels have different reverses. The US Mint began what is called the Westward Journey nickel series in 2004, starting with these two. These are each minted in 2004 and these are minted in 2005. These four nickels were minted to commemorate the bicentennials of the Louisiana Purchase and of the Lewis and Clark expedition. The reverses on these coins are supposed to sort of like invoke different parts of the history of that expedition and of the land of the Louisiana Purchase. Alright, so let's start with these 2004 coins. So the first one is this piece metal one, and it's called the Louisiana Purchase piece metal nickel. The obverse of this coin, it depicts just the typical pre-2006 image of Jefferson. And you can see there's the date and the mint marks on the front. And then on the back, like I've showed before, just the typical piece metal reverse. So the reverse is a rendition of the original Jefferson piece metal. And if you didn't know, piece metals were given to Native Americans, especially Native American chiefs and other important leaders of the Native Americans, as tokens of goodwill. So whenever they would have some sort of like treaty signing or something like that, they would often give the Native Americans a piece medal, and it would have this sort of image on it, with the two hands shaking. So the hand on the right, the hand on the left, rather, I'll do that one first. The hand on the left is supposed to represent a military uniform, and the cuff is supposed to represent the American government. And the other hand, it has a silver band. It's kind of hard to see under this, but it has a silver band adorned with beads, and there's a little eagle on it too. And that's supposed to represent the Native American community, which the U.S. wanted to be on good terms with. The Lewis and Clark expedition also took many of these piece metals with them, and on their journeys traded them and gave them as signs of goodwill to the Native Americans. So it's kind of cool that this design was able to be included on a nickel. So that's the first one. The next one is this keelboat design. So the obverse of this coin is just like the other one. It's got the same image of Jefferson on it, and with the mint mark and everything. And it's also 2004. And then on the back, it's got this keelboat on it. And the keelboat is supposed to represent the keelboat that was taken on the journey with Lewis and Clark. So that's kind of cool. And at the bow of the ship, there's a bunch of people on the ship, but the two people close to the bow of the ship are supposed to represent Lewis and Clark commanding the keelboat. And Lewis and Clark's expedition is pretty cool because they were trying to find a good way to get to the Pacific Ocean from mainland US. So bringing a boat was important to them because they wanted to find a waterway that would take them there. So yeah, I think that this is a pretty cool reverse for a coin, and I think it's a cool representation of Lewis and Clark. And the Louisiana Purchase is a really large area of land in the United States, so it's cool that we have these coins representing what was discovered during that time. Alright, let's move on to the 2005 ones, which are right here. And these 2005 ones are kind of cool too because they're the only year that has a different face. So this is a 2005 one, and we'll compare it to a 2004 face. So That's a 2004 on the right and 2005 on the left. So this is the only year that they used this face. And this is the first time in the 67 years of the Jefferson nickel being used that the face was changed. And then it was changed again the next year to the current design, which is forward facing. This design appears on this nickel in recognition of the role that Jefferson played with the Louisiana Purchase. So, because he commissioned it to happen, and I mean, he commissioned the Lewis and Clark expedition to happen, and he's the one that fulfilled the purchase. All right, so let's talk about the reverse of this one. So the reverse of this one, sorry, it's a little dirty in the top. These are all just a few of these that I found in my last coin roll that I decided to set aside so I could make a video. But on the reverse, it's got a bison on it. So I like to call these bison nickels, as opposed to buffalo nickels. Some people get confused with these. Sometimes they'll think that these are buffalo nickels, but really, let me grab a buffalo nickel here real fast. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about a buffalo nickel. It's got the Native American on the front, and on the back it's got this buffalo. So if you want a good way of thinking about it, the buffalo on the buffalo nickels is always facing to the left, and the buffalo on the bison nickel is always facing to the right. So it's kind of a way that I think about it. So yeah, I think this nickel is pretty cool. The buffalo were definitely something that Lewis and Clark would have encountered on their expedition, and they talked about it being an integral part of the Native American culture. So I think it's a cool thing to have included on the nickel, and I think it's kind of a cool memento to the prior buffalo nickels as well. So yeah. And the last one, this is also 2005, and it also has the same design on the front as the other 2005. It's the same design as the buffalo, or bison nickel rather. And this is called the Ocean in View nickel. So this nickel shows an image of the Pacific Ocean and some trees and the coastline. And it says, "Ocean in view, oh the joy," because what Captain William Clark wrote on November the 7th, 1805 in his journal was, "Oh the view, oh the joy." So it's kind of cool that that's on the coin, and this could have been something similar to what they saw when they reached the Pacific Ocean. I mean, I can't even imagine what it would have felt like to do that. Like, they didn't even know if they were going to make it. I mean, I think that they probably thought that they were going to, but I mean, after exploring for so long, it would be an incredible sight to finally make it to your destination. So I think this is a really cool reverse for a coin too. It has a lot of significance to the Louisiana Purchase. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to go over in this video. Let me just move all of these back into the shot. Yeah, if you found this interesting, I find these a lot in my hunts. They're just kind of spread in there. I will say this bison one, whenever I find one of these, I always pull it aside because there is a die crack error that a lot of people refer to as the wounded bison. And basically it's a die crack right through the middle of the bison. It looks like it's been like speared by something. So I always set these aside to look at. And then also these 2004 piece metal ones, I always set aside to look for DDOs and DDRs for them as well. So yeah, if you like this video and you enjoy learning about coins and learning about nickels and other numismatics, please consider liking the video and subscribing for more content like this. I do all sorts of coin history videos and coin roll hunts as well. If you have any comments on this video or on these nickels or anything that I may not have gotten right or may not know about, please let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear it, and I'm learning about this as I go, so I love to hear all your feedback. And thanks for watching, everyone. See you in the next one.